very quickly, I'll jump into an album that's very different.
Okay.
And that is Camp Lo, Uptown Saturday Night.
Woo!
So if you're not familiar with the Loa, two incredible MCs out of the BX, Bronx, New York, and I'm gonna say this right now: if you did not grow up near the '70s, the album may sound like you have no idea what they're talking about.
Willie, I was just gonna say this. Like, I listened to the album a long time ago.
Yeah.
I have no clue what they were talking about, but I loved the album. I had no idea what they were saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're really caught up in the that Sidney Poitier, Bill Cosby, Good Times era, the blaxploitation. So you're gonna get. I mean, I just named people they reference a lot, but you're gonna get Cleopatra Jones. You're gonna get Black Coffee references. You're gonna get Dynasty references. You're gonna get Crystal Carrington references. You're gonna get these references that span from probably the early 1970s to the early 1980s, and they're really students of that era. And you could tell like they're super fans of that era, which I thought was weird. But I thought about it later on in life. I grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
It'd be like if you and I wrote an album together right now and re-referenced Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Michael Jordan and Too Legit to Quit.
Yeah.
And it'd be like that. And so it'd be like if 2020, 2010 kids were listening like, who's Charles Oakley? Who, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Who's Lion-O? Who's, you know what I mean? So I think that's why it sounds so weird, but it's so beautifully written. And they're able to keep this going the whole album. The whole album is like this, not two songs.
Right.
Literally every song on the album is like you're stuck in 1977. It's incredible. The beats, ski
so for
beats.
Those who don't know, this is it. What? Lucini pouring from the sky. You get, let's get rich. What? You know what I'm saying?
Which is a sample from a sample, which I didn't know until later on in life. And I'm like, how did they even get that sample? Like, it's incredible. Like, it is an incredible album. I put an album on when I need to get my creative juices flowing, because I am super impressed, and we could do a whole pod on that one day maybe. I am super impressed at the regimen it took to keep this extended narrative going for a whole album. It's ridiculous.
But see, and that's where I think the beauty of that album came in, is kind of like they really made that an album. It's similar to how during the Oscars, they'll have like a period piece or something like that. Kind of like,
wow, yes, yeah.
And like just getting all the buzz because it's really capturing that moment of that period, whatever movie it is, whether it be the James Brown movie or something like that,
yeah.
or or anything of that notion.
Yeah.
And here you have, they really created a masterpiece about an idea and really revolved the whole album around that idea.
Yeah.
And delivered it masterfully. You know
it's a crazy concept album. It's a concept album.
Yeah.
Without being a concept, because it doesn't seem forced. It's crazy. I really invite people who have never listened to try to listen to it. It's not an easy listen at first, I think, if you don't know what you're getting into, but it's a masterpiece of an album without sounding like you would think that they were just throwing stuff in there to make it, but it doesn't sound cluttered.
Yeah.
Even though you literally may go a whole song and be like, what was that song even about that we just listened to? But then it took me years to be like, wow, that was a heist song. That whole song was about making a heist. This whole song was literally about talking to women. So hopefully something comes out of this at the end of the night. This song is literally about, we're going to do whatever it takes to get this money.
Right.
This is other rap songs that are being played, but they're doing it in this other way. Like, Super crazy.